Hi Minxies! I am hoping that you can guess who I am just by looking at the costume. I'm pretty sure this is kind of a dead giveaway. If you can't, I'm going to be super sad because I wore this at a convention for 4 days straight and everybody knew who I was. But it was kind of narrowed down to the movie that she's from, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you got it right off the bat. Please tell me that you did. If you didn't, I'm gonna have to revise this outfit. My friend Rob Carlos, who's an amazing artist, asked for help to run his booth at a convention this last weekend, and it was for Harry Potter, so I was all for it. He was running a booth, and that's kind of what my job is, like all the time, is to be a brand ambassador for brands at booths at conventions. So like the last one that I remember doing that was really big was called PAX, which is Penny Arcade Expo. It's kind of like Comic-Con, but for gamers. And I worked for Razer, and I helped sell products, which is kind of not the norms for brand ambassador work. We're not usually selling things, we're just promoting things, but I had a blast doing that. And Rob knows that I do brand ambassador work, so he was all for letting me come help him out, which I am so thankful for. I was so excited. The problem for me was that this was 2 days before the convention was happening, and he asked me if I had anything that was witchy, like a witch. I had like 2 dresses, and they were normal witch, not Harry Potter witch. So Wes loves Bellatrix Lestrange, which is who I am, and he was all for making an outfit for me. So we ran to Goodwill and got this dress, not including the corset, but this dress and another dress that these sleeves came from. He cut the sleeves off the other dress and kind of sewed them onto this one. So Bellatrix has this awesome lacy thing going on with her outfit. So he took, what do they call those? Rivets, I believe. And he put them into the dress and the sleeves and ended up just lacing it together. What else? Like, the dress didn't really take a whole lot of work for me, because I didn't do anything. I just tried it on and made sure that it fit properly. But watching Wes, it didn't seem like a whole lot of work. So it took him, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours to put this thing together, and it turned out amazing. And then I already had the corset, so I just threw on the corset on top of it, and the bottom of the dress used to be all nice and pretty and too long for me, but we ended up cutting it up. So we got like this slit thing going on. Apparently she's got a slit going up the dress, and Wes was not going to make a dress unless it was as legit as possible with what little we had. We just tore up the bottom, and that was it. Like, and for such a quick, just thrown together costume, it turned out amazing. And so it turns out you can make costumes on the fly, which is totally good to know, because I plan on going to way more of those conventions, and I don't have a lot of costumes. But he made the wand as well, so we tried looking all over stores, like everywhere, for her wand, which is weird. It's all crooked, and I don't really like it personally. I mean, I like this wand because he made it and it looks awesome, but I don't like her wand. I like straight wands. What can I say? We couldn't find them. I think we found one, and they wanted like 70 bucks for it, and that is just crazy. So we went to Lowe's, which is like a, I don't know, I want to say Home Depot store. For people that don't have Lowe's and Home Depot, a hardware store. Yeah, that's the word. We bought a really thin dowel. If you don't know what a dowel is, go Google it. It's thin, it's round wood, I guess. I don't know. And then we bought a square piece of wood that is about this size. And he ended up just shaving it all down to make it look like her wand. It took him I want to say like 2 hours to get that done, and glued it into this other piece. He like shaved down the end. And then he kind of put little designs in it like her wand has. You can't really see them. They're not super deep. But he spent, I think, about 2 hours on this thing, just getting it to look like this. He, what do you call that, stained it so that it was darker wood. I think it looks amazing for 2 hours of work. Holy crap. Yeah. So that's the do-it-yourself for that. I don't know exactly, like, he had all of the tools all ready to make it. You'd have to talk to him about it, because I didn't really pay attention. And for my hair, this is not my real hair, if you hadn't noticed. I would never do this to my own hair. It looks awesome, but the upkeep would be insane. And it would probably destroy my gorgeous hair that I love so much. So we tried to do what they call teasing, where you take like the hair and you brush it backwards and it makes it puffier and messier looking. It did not turn out the way that we were hoping it would. So don't ever try and do that. I was not about to curl all of my hair, and the whole brushing it backwards thing just made me look like some homeless chick that hadn't showered in years. It was horrible. So we scratched that idea, and I went to a wig shop that's here in Bremerton, and the first wig that I saw when I walked into that store was this one. I have a photo on my Facebook and Instagram, I believe my Instagram, showing what it looks like before I put it up. It kind of just looks like this without the giant ball on top of my head. But I have a clippy in there. I didn't want to put a hair tie because I didn't know if I'd be using it for something else. And I didn't want to have to deal with trying to untangle that or cutting it out. So I just put a hair clippy in there, and it has stayed quite fabulously the entire 4 days that I've worn this, with only very minimal adjusting up here. The front I've had to adjust quite a bit. It doesn't want to stay curled into themselves. These wigs are so much upkeep. It is ridiculous. Ugh. I don't even know. It was $40. It was on the sales rack. So I was expecting it to be like $100, but I spent $40. Which, like, I think for having to get a wig like right now, it was an awesome deal. But I would never spend that much on a wig that I wouldn't need for months. I would definitely be searching online. I forgot the name of this wig, like who made it. Crap, hold on. Okay, so it was by Bobbi Boss Wig. I don't know how to pronounce this woman's name. Anais? She apparently is a singer. I have this woman's hair on right now, I guess. I didn't even look it up or anything until just now. So, yeah. I found them online for like $25. Seems to be about the normal range. So I spent twice the amount that anybody else would, but I needed it the very next day, like early in the morning. So totally worth it. I'm going to be able to use this for I don't even know how long, so long as I take care of it. So I suggest that if you decide to get this wig, you order it way ahead of time online. It's amazing. I love it. The thing I don't like about it, though, is it's synthetic, so it's really hard to deal with. There's so much traffic going on behind me. Oh my gosh. Anyways, there's a motorcycle right now. Ugh. Being synthetic, it gets tangled pretty easily, and so like this right here is, it's bleh. I tried brushing out a piece of it right here that was tangled like that, and it made it longer and straighter. So it's not as curly over here as on this side. I don't know what to do about that. I'm gonna have to blurry. I'm gonna have to look up how to take care of curly synthetic wigs, because I'm sure that there's a way, and I'm doing it wrong. It looks so good though. I had everybody asking me if it was my real hair, because you can't really see the seams in the front, and it's so like curly and puffy. Like you can see it here now because it's kind of flattened out over the course of the 4 days that I've been wearing it. But when you position all the hair just right, it looks amazing. It looks real, and it fits just fine. Like, there's nothing you have to cut off in the front, at least not where I bought it from. There might be online. I don't know. But it's got these cool little clips, like little brush clips that you can brush into your hair here and then in the back underneath. And it's got these tightening straps so that you can tighten it to your head. I don't know. It's amazing. Go check it out. It's awesome. As for my shoes, I wore boots that I've had for years now. I got them at Goodwill so long ago. I probably spent like 20 bucks on them or something. It couldn't have been too much because I am so cheap. But these are Colin Stewart boots, and they are nasty because I've been walking around in dirt, mud, just everything in them for years. But they are awesome. They fit my ankle perfectly. They lace up so you can tighten them or loosen them. Got this awesome heel that's thick enough for you to be able to, like, oh, I have a leaf stuck to the bottom of my shoe. Thick enough that you're not, like, wobbling and falling all over the place. I love these boots so much. But over the years, they've gotten scuffed. The other one is really bad on the front. I am so sad about it. See? I don't know what to do. It kind of adds to the whole costume, though, because she's not exactly very well put together. But I can't really wear these with anybody else that's actually put together, because these things are falling apart. Yeah. Ah, I love these things. Okay. Oh, got my water bottle sitting back here. Totally forgot about that. I was thirsty. Unblur. Oh my word. Come on. There you go. These are the boots. My feet actually swelled like 2 days into the whole thing, so I had to loosen them up. So they're a little loose now, but they still fit. And I like that it sucks into the ankle, because most boots don't do that for me because my ankles are so thin. So I look like I have cankles, and I don't like it. Yeah. I like them. I love them. They're amazing. For being high heels, they're comfortable enough. I looked online for these. They want like 70 bucks for them used. So yeah, these things are not cheap. I can put links in the description below. I found a dress just like this that is a size large for like 25 bucks. It was the only dress I could find that's exactly like this one. It doesn't have the sleeves though, because it's literally cut off like right there. You can go check it out and see what the dress actually looks like when it's not destroyed. I am going to put a link in the description below for my corset. That is Orchard Corset, 60 bucks. This is for the short torso, because I am ridiculously short and it's mostly in my torso. So it only has 3 of the, what do you call those things? I want to call it a busk, which is like one word for it, notches. 3 notches, let's call it that. Usually they have between like 4 and 6, so this is half the size of one of the long lines, I guess. I don't know. It's my favorite. I've bought like 4 or 5 of them because they've discontinued them. So you should go get those now in case they do that again. I love it. It's amazing. It's comfortable. It fits my height, everything. I've had these things for years, and it's the only one I can wear for long periods of time. I wore this thing for 12 hours a day, 4 days in a row. That is, I think, the longest I've ever worn a corset, hour-wise and then day-wise. It was crazy. I didn't actually really lose any weight either, though, because I was still eating and drinking a lot of water and whatever. So, didn't really do much for me. But I'm already skinny, and I've worn these things for years, so it's not really going to change much. What else? Oh, I wore a necklace too. I bought the necklace from Hot Topic. They were actually earrings. I bought earrings from Hot Topic, and I turned one of them into a necklace and was going to turn the other one into a ring, and just didn't have time to make the ring. I couldn't get the supplies together to make it, but hopefully in the future I will. It looks just like the necklace that Bellatrix Lestrange wears, but it's got a pentagram is what they're called, the circle with the star in it. It has that on the top, which I really didn't like. I have nothing against that stuff. It's just not my style. And that's all they had. So that's what I went with. Whatever, it works. That was $10 at Hot Topic. I can try and find a link for that as well. But I really think that you should just buy the necklace she actually wears. Anywho, this entire costume cost us about $200. I really only bought the wig. Wes pretty much bought everything else. I am really thirsty again. I am like really dehydrated for some reason, and I don't know why. I've been drinking a lot of water. Maybe it's the weather? It's not even hot out. Can cold dehydrate you? Like being cold? I don't know. This water has been sitting up here for a very long time. Like months. Yeah, I'm gross. It tastes fine. It smells fine. Whatever. I had a blast at the convention. It was the first one to ever happen. Ever. It was in Tacoma, again, like an hour away from where I live. They are going to try and have another one next year and keep it going every year after. I have to say, out of, the 2 conventions that I've been to, okay, so I've worked more than that, I guess. So I've attended like 2 just for funsies, and I've been to 3 or 4 for work. And out of all of those, I have to say that this is the very first one that everybody was nice. It was just fun and relaxing, and it wasn't smooth, it was the first year, but it was just, the atmosphere was amazing. If I ever go to another convention, which I totally am, I want it to be exactly like that. Everybody felt like family. I just have no words. I'm like stumbling over all my words because it was just so amazing. We all became like family. We were just so in tune with each other. I made so many friends at that thing. It was ridiculous. I loved everybody that went. And Comic-Con was not as friendly. The atmosphere was more cold, and a lot of the people that were doing cosplay there they've done it for years. They were mean and just like, they had this I'm better than you attitude, which I absolutely hated. And I hear that a lot. A lot of conventions are just, everybody's, I guess, bad-mouthing each other, and they're just cold and cut off and just, I deserve to be treated better than you. And I don't like it. At this convention, we even had some famous people, like, his name was Percy, right? In Harry Potter. Percy the Prefect. Ron's older brother. He was there. He's very knowledgeable in real life as well. He's a really cool, laid-back, fun guy. And then Crumb was there. Victor Crumb. His name is Stanley, I believe, in real life. Stan. The other guy's name was Chris. Yeah, I'm not good with names. And then Paul played Harry's stunt double. Not the one that got injured, but there was one that got injured. The second one that, like, filled in, I guess. Or, like, I don't know, whatever. He also was Captain America's double before he like got all big and swole. He was that guy's double. He's done things for Star Wars. He's done a lot of stuff. He was a really cool guy. They were all just really cool. And the Puffs were there. They do like Broadway stuff. They were really cool. Just everybody was really cool. Okay, I cannot wait for next year. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm annoying. I'm gonna go and edit this video so that I can put it up online for you guys to watch and enjoy. Please go check out all the links in the description below, including one for my Patreon, Instagram, and Facebook. I have posted quite a few pictures of myself at the convention. You should go look at those. It's totally awesome. Super fun. Thanks for watching. I love you. Goodbye.